Talking to TK Saul, S-A-U-L. And now, can you tell me a little bit about your duties here and the story of the mini ball pregnancy conspiracy that's on display at the Courthouse Museum in Vicksburg, Mississippi?
I'll be glad to. First of all, I just retired from 32 years of teaching, May 26th, and I came straight here to the old Courthouse Museum, the most incredible, beautiful museum in the world, I might add. And I'm a historian here. I also help do research. Also, part of my job is to locate Civil War relics for sale, and I'm still waiting for someone to find me that Confederate belt buckle. They start about $2,000.
Which belt buckle are you talking about?
A Confederate. Anything Confederate is extremely rare.
No kidding.
And it's called supply and demand. And it costs, just like Confederate money is worth a lot more than our money.
Where did you teach?
I taught in the Clinton public schools, taught the hardest grade to teach history to, eighth graders.
Eighth graders?
Yeah.
What a challenge.
Extremely intelligent young people, but silly at times. But let me tell you about one of our favorite stories here and displays is probably the most incredible, hard-to-believe story of the war between the states. And it occurred on May 12, 1863 at the Battle of Raymond, Mississippi. During the battle and on the field was a small house. A widower and her two daughters were there. One was 14 years old. And later on, a Dr. Capers would record this incredible incident that occurred on that day. It seems that a Confederate soldier was hit by what we call a mini ball, Civil War bullet, in a certain area, and the bullet kept traveling and actually hit the 14-year-old girl who was on the front porch in a certain area, and Dr. Capers was immediately called.
Let me interject here and summarize this story to this point, that the mini ball, having passed through the man's particular area into the woman's particular area, resulted in a birth several months later. And now TK Saul will pick up the story once again.
Dr. Capers treated the young girl, a very bad wound. He also later on treated the soldier. Well, after the war, let's just say that doctors got together and who wanted to come up with the best story of what had happened? Well, Dr. Capers did. He said that the young girl, he came back a few months later to check her out, had a swollen tummy and gave birth to a child. So the kid was the first son of a gun. And thank you very much.